students, this is Miss Kadie, that vegan teacher. Have you ever been approached by somebody asking a million questions about veganism and health and the environment, and suddenly you felt like you had to be an expert in all these areas, but you really weren't sure what to say? Don't worry, you're not alone. All vegans have felt that way at one time or another. First of all, remember, you don't have to know everything. What you're about to hear are some suggestions to help you respond in an educational and inspiring way. While you're songcasting, that means listening to this book that's also a song, I suggest putting your headphones on and stretching, walking, or cleaning the house so that, by the end, you will have moved a bit and learned a few things at the same time. You ready? Let's go! Questions about starting. I'm trying to be vegan, but everyone keeps asking me a million questions about vitamins and protein and the environment, and I feel overwhelmed. What should I say? Stay calm and simply say, I'm not a dietitian or a doctor or an earth scientist. I'm just someone who's on a path to learn how to do the least harm to animals. My parents are worried about my health. What should I say to them to make them feel better? Tell them that science shows us that being vegan is healthy for everyone and that all the information is out there on the internet and that you're determined to stay healthy without hurting the animals. My parents want more information about the vegan path I'm on. Where should we go together to learn? PETAKids.org, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, is a great site, especially for kids and their parents. You can learn about animals, recipes, and even order free stickers. Check them out. What if my parents don't take me seriously? They're saying things like, it's just a phase. How can I convince them that I am serious? Eat your vegetables, don't complain, and start cooking easy vegan foods like lentils, beans, and rice for the family. And keep reminding them, you're in this for life. How can I learn more about veganism? Just keep listening to this Songcast. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan because there's so much to learn, but the most important thing to remember is that veganism isn't a diet. It's a moral baseline about living and letting the animals live too.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Questions about protein. Can we get enough protein from plants? Yes. The National Academy of Medicine recommends that adults get about 0.8 grams of protein for every kilogram they weigh. Plant-based foods like beans, lentils, tofu, and quinoa provide all the protein your body needs without the cholesterol and saturated fats of animal products. Isn't animal protein better for building muscle? Actually, no. Numerous vegan athletes, bodybuilders, and scientific studies show that plant proteins are equally effective for muscle growth. So, since that's true, why pay for murder if we don't have to? Don't people get weak and tired on a vegan diet? No. A well-planned vegan diet provides all the necessary nutrients for energy and strength. Many people report feeling more energized after removing corpses from their bodies. But my dad says that vegans are protein deficient. What should I tell him? Tell him that the meat, dairy, and egg industries have lied to people like your dad for a very long time to try to scare them into buying their products. Research the facts for yourself, or you can do it together with your dad. Don't you have to combine different plant foods at every meal to get complete proteins? No. As long as you eat a variety of plant foods throughout the day, your body will assemble all the essential amino acids it needs. So there's no need to worry.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice.
biology and evolution questions. But aren't humans carnivores who have to eat meat? No, humans are omnivores by biology, meaning we can eat both plants and animals. And since we have the choice, we should do the right thing and be vegan. But shouldn't we be eating meat because it's natural? Many harmful things were natural in the past, like slavery and human sacrifice. Morality evolves as new scientific data is discovered. We now know eating animals is unnecessary, so why do it? Cavemen ate meat, so shouldn't we do the same? Cavemen also lived to around 30. Just because something was done in the past doesn't make it optimal for health or ethics today. Vegans are going to be seen as pioneers who were on the right side of history because they were brave and because they had empathy. Didn't our ancestors need meat to survive? At times, yes. But today, we have access to a wide variety of plant foods that meet all our nutritional needs. How many vegan foods can you find in your local grocery store? Count them and see. But if our ancestors didn't eat meat, would their brains still have evolved? Actually, brain development is influenced by many factors, not just diet. Science shows us that a vegan diet is entirely compatible with maintaining a very healthy brain. Which vegan foods can you put in your cart next time you go shopping?
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Circle of Life questions. But lions eat meat, so shouldn't we do the same? Lions are obligate carnivores. They must eat meat to survive. Humans can survive perfectly well, just eating plants, so it's our duty not to harm innocent animals. Animals kill other animals, so why isn't it okay for us? Well, some humans also kill other humans. We don't need to model our ethics on those who harm. We have moral agency. Just because a wolf kills doesn't mean humans should. We have grocery stores. They don't. But if we don't eat pigs, cows, and chickens, won't they overpopulate the planet? No, because farm animals are bred by humans to meet demand. If demand for meat decreases, so will their populations. But wouldn't animals eat us if they had the chance? In modern society, animals aren't a threat to our survival, so we can easily choose not to harm them. Pigs, chickens, cows, turkeys, fish, and lambs are imprisoned by us. We are the only ones doing the harm, not them. Isn't it just the circle of life? Actually, no. That's a Disney song. Humans aren't bound by the laws of nature. We can choose compassion and avoid unnecessary harm. At the grocery store, we can stay away from the section where the murdered bodies lie and put healthy vegan foods in our carts instead.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Questions about health. Won't we become iron deficient without red meat? Plenty of plant foods like lentils, spinach, and fortified cereals are rich in iron. Vitamin C also helps enhance iron absorption, so doctors recommend making a delicious vegan smoothie each morning with banana, a huge handful of spinach, and a few pineapple and mango pieces mixed in. Don't we need dairy for strong bones? Actually, calcium is abundant in plant foods like kale, almonds, and fortified plant milks, without the saturated fats and hormones from dairy.
How do vegans get enough B12? B12 can easily be obtained through fortified foods or supplements, just as animals get their B12 in modern farming. B12 pills are tiny, cost only 5 cents, and actually taste good. But without eggs, won't we be missing essential nutrients? No. Everything in eggs, such as protein, fats, and vitamins, can be found in plant-based foods like tofu, avocados, and flax seeds without any added cholesterol. How do vegans get omega-3s without fish? Healthy omega-3 fatty acids are found in chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, and algae without the mercury and toxins that are found in fish.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
All right, so let's pause for a second. You've just heard 25 facts about veganism. How are you feeling? Can you think of other questions or excuses that haven't been covered yet? If so, let me know below in the comment section of this video. But also, continue to listen to the next 25 and see if you can learn more ways to keep animals alive. Taste-based excuses. How can we stop eating bacon and hot dogs when they taste so good? Taste doesn't justify causing suffering. You can enjoy the taste of vegan bacon and hot dogs that are healthier and kinder choices. And actually, YouTube and TikTok have tons of videos to show you how to make vegan bacon, hot dogs, and more. How can people give up cheese? It's so addictive. Vegan cheeses are getting better every day, and many people find that their cravings for dairy disappear after going vegan. But how do vegans stop eating burgers? Well, they put the vegan version in their shopping carts. There are many delicious plant-based meats that mimic the taste and texture of meat without the ethical and environmental harm. Eggs are in everything. How can we avoid them? Google vegan tofu scramble recipes and easy egg replacements in baking and cooking, like applesauce, flax seeds, and aquafaba. That's the water found in cans of white beans and chickpeas. But what if we love eating steak? There are plant-based steaks made from seitan or mushrooms that provide a similar experience without the cruelty. Try some.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Ethical blind spots. Aren't animals put here for us to eat? No. Animals are here for their own reasons and for us to protect. Like children, animals deserve a Bill of Rights. There's no ethical justification for exploiting and killing sentient beings who want freedom and don't want to die. Isn't killing animals natural? Some natural things are good and some are cruel. We live in a society where we don't need to kill to survive, so it's our job not to do it. Do animals feel things like we do? Yes. Science demonstrates that animals have nervous systems and experience pain and emotions much like humans. cutting a cow in half isn't the same as cutting a carrot in half. If the animals are treated well, why isn't it okay to kill and eat them? Because even animals on so-called humane farms are still killed for profit. There's no right way to kill someone who wants to live. But aren't we at the top of the food chain? Being at the top of the food chain doesn't justify unnecessary cruelty. We also have the power to choose kindness. Everyone here was born vegan. You never wanted to hurt animals, so just go back to your roots and be vegan again.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Economic arguments. If everyone went vegan, wouldn't farmers lose their jobs?
Farmers can transition to growing plants. The plant-based sector is growing rapidly, creating new job opportunities all the time. Examples of growing markets are mushrooms and fermented foods, which are excellent for our gut health.
Won't veganism destroy the economy?
Actually, no, because plants are more efficient and cost-effective for calorie production due to their higher yield per acre and lower input requirements, including the food you have to feed the animals, the water, and the energy it takes to raise them. So you see, veganism is best for everyone.
What will happen to factory farms?
Factory farms harm workers, animals, and the environment, so they'll be replaced by ethical industries which can provide safer, more sustainable jobs. Also, your tax dollars will stop going to factory farms and will instead go to farms that grow plants.
Isn't eating local meat better than eating soy?
No. First of all, soy is excellent for your health, and a quick Google search of vegan bodybuilders will attest to that. Also, eating soy requires fewer resources like land, water, and feed, making it a cheaper and more sustainable option.
Isn't vegan food too expensive? No. Staples like rice, beans, oats, flax seeds, potatoes, carrots, lentils, tofu, bread, apples, corn, broccoli, peanut butter, and bananas are not expensive and excellent for your health.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Excuses about convenience. But won't it be hard for me to be vegan? Once you learn how to cook and shop for vegan food, it becomes easy and enjoyable, especially with so many vegan products available now. But what will I eat if I'm at a restaurant?
Most restaurants now offer vegan options, and with some simple substitutions, you can veganize many dishes. So there's no reason to worry.
Doesn't it take long to cook vegan meals? Many vegan meals are quick and easy to prepare. Salads, stir fries, and grain bowls often take less time than cooking meat. Isn't it too inconvenient to be vegan while traveling? No, it's not. Use happycow.net to find vegan restaurants near you. And remember that grocery stores have all kinds of vegan choices. Can I be vegan if I don't have time to meal prep? Many quick and convenient vegan foods exist, like bread or carrots dipped in hummus, veggie wraps, or store-bought plant-based options. Frozen veggies,
are also easy to cook. Straight into the microwave.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Environmental excuses. Aren't vegans exaggerating when they say that meat harms the environment? No. Actually, animal agriculture is a leading cause of deforestation, water pollution, and greenhouse gas emissions. Eating plant-based drastically reduces your environmental footprint. Aren't vegans destroying the environment with their avocado and almond consumption? No. While some plant crops can have environmental impacts, they pale in comparison to the destruction caused by meat and dairy farming. Isn't local grass-fed beef environmentally friendly? No. Even grass-fed beef requires more land and water and produces more emissions than plant-based foods. Is going vegan really making a difference? Yes. By going vegan, you save 100 animals per year, reduce your carbon footprint, save water, and protect biodiversity. Aren't vegans causing more harm to the planet through monocropping? Most monocrops are grown to feed livestock. Eating plants directly reduces the need for these damaging practices.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Okay, great. You're still here. Let's pause for a second. You just heard 50 facts about veganism. You just learned how to respond to ethical blind spots, taste-based excuses, economic arguments, and many more. The interesting thing about learning is that the more you learn, the more you realize there is to learn. So let's continue. You got this. Egg and dairy excuses. Don't cows need to be milked or they'll be in pain? Cows are in pain because they've been forcibly impregnated and their babies have been kidnapped from them by greedy people who want to steal their milk. To end this cycle of violence, we need to stop breeding cows to begin with. But what if I get milk from small humane farms? Even on small farms, cows are exploited for their milk, forced to be pregnant and eventually killed when they're no longer productive. Good people don't pay for violence, they oppose it by living a vegan life. Chickens naturally lay eggs, so isn't it okay to eat them? No. Eggs belong to the mothers who laid them. Chickens have been bred to overproduce eggs, which causes painful health issues. Plus, all male chicks are killed in the egg industry because they're considered to be useless. But I read that cows and chickens aren't harmed for milk and eggs. Well, that's a lie, perpetuated by the industries who only want your money. Cows are tied up, raped, and separated from their calves, and male chicks are ground up alive. But I only buy free-range eggs, so isn't that good enough? No. Free-range is an extremely misleading label. Chickens still face cramped conditions and are slaughtered when their egg production declines. You should be vegan, and you should start now.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't silent vegan. Non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless. Raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan. The animals need you to be.
Selfish excuses. But what if I just don't like vegan food? Vegan food is incredibly diverse. Just Google vegan recipes online. There are millions. Type, what is the vegan version of whatever, and then just see what pops up. But what if I don't want to change my diet? Change can be hard at first, but the benefits to your health, animals, and the planet make it worth the effort. Chickens, cows, pigs, turkeys, and lambs all have a right to live and not be kidnapped and eaten. But what if I grew up eating meat? Just because something was part of your upbringing doesn't mean it's the best choice for your health or ethics. You were born vegan. You never wanted to hurt animals. You can go back to your roots and be vegan again. But what if I just don't care about animals? You might not care about your neighbors either, but surely you must agree that they have a right not to be enslaved and murdered when they've done nothing to hurt you. What if I don't want to be one of those preachy vegans? Those speaking out against Hitler putting Jews in gas chambers during World War II or against meat eaters putting 6-month-old pigs in gas chambers are not preaching. They're defending victims. If you were a victim, you would love those preachy vegans. So appreciate them and yes, even mimic them.
Excuses are useless. You're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan. Non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless. Raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan. The animals need you to be.
Silly nutrient excuses. But do vegans get enough B12 if they don't eat meat? B12 comes from bacteria, not animals. In modern farming, animals are given B12 supplements because their diets are deficient too. Vegans can easily get B12 through fortified foods like plant milks, cereals, or by taking a supplement. Without dairy, won't vegans get too little calcium for strong bones? Calcium is abundant in plant sources like fortified milks, tofu, almonds, chia seeds, and leafy greens like kale and bok choy. Plant-based calcium is also absorbed more efficiently by the body than from dairy. Aren't vegans at risk for vitamin D deficiency without animal products? Vitamin D comes from sunlight. However, vegan-friendly fortified foods such as plant milks and cereal provide plenty of vitamin D. If necessary, a vegan D3 supplement can also be taken. But isn't iron only found in red meat, so aren't vegans deficient? Plenty of plant foods like lentils, beans, spinach, quinoa, and fortified cereals are rich in iron. Pairing these with vitamin C foods like citrus or peppers boosts iron absorption, even more than from meat. Do vegans get enough zinc without animal products? Zinc is found in many plant-based sources like legumes, nuts, seeds, tofu, and whole grains. A varied vegan diet easily meets zinc requirements without relying on animal products.
Excuses are useless. You're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan. Non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless. Raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan. The animals need you to be.
Lies and lame excuses. But plants are alive too, so why eat them? Plants don't have a central nervous system or the ability to feel pain. Cutting a carrot in half isn't the same thing as cutting a cow in half. But isn't it extreme and unnatural to be vegan? No, being kind to others is not unnatural. Veganism is a conscious, ethical choice that aligns with modern knowledge about health, sustainability, and compassion.
But honestly, is veganism really healthy? Yes. All major health organizations recognize that a well-planned vegan diet is healthy for all stages of life, including babies, teens, adults, and even grandparents. Just Google it and see for yourself. But what if somebody believes that animals don't have souls?
Whether or not you believe in souls, animals clearly experience pain, fear, and suffering, which should be enough reason to warrant compassion. Why can't I just wait to go vegan when everyone else does? Because that's not what good people do. Leaders motivate others to do better. By going vegan, you will help save 100 animals per year from suffering, and even more if those around you become vegan too.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Entertainment excuses. Why don't vegans go to places like SeaWorld? Because kidnapping dolphins, whales, and seals and forcing them to perform like slaves is abusive and wrong. Isn't it extreme to refuse to go to a zoo if we love animals? No. Because zoos are not the same thing as a sanctuary. Zoos are there to make money by exploiting animals for profit. I love elephants and tigers, and I have tickets to go to the circus. Is it okay to go? No. Paying money to people who kidnap and enslave animals is barbaric and cruel. I love horses and I have an opportunity to ride one. Should I? No. Horses are dragged away from their families and forced to be tied up, confined, and used by humans. This is wrong. Keep horses in the wild with their families and ride a bike instead. My parents are forcing me to go to the rodeo. What should I do? Refuse to go. Tell them you don't want to be part of any event where grown men abuse animals by kicking them, whipping them, roping them, and forcing them to charge into baby cows, to tackle them and tie them, often breaking bones in the process. Tell them you prefer to stay home and cook a vegan meal instead.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Okay, time for another 30-second pause to go over what we just learned. We've touched on the lies promoted by the egg and dairy industries, selfish excuses. We've learned about health, iron, B12, and why not to go to SeaWorld, and so much more. You're getting so smart. Your brain cells are multiplying every second you stay here. So let's keep going. Clothing and material excuses. Why can't we buy wool? Because sheep are strapped down, raped, and genetically modified to grow more wool than they used to. It's wrong to breed animals to use them. Wear recycled fibers instead. Can I buy leather shoes? No.
Because leather is someone's skin. If the leather is soft, it often comes from a baby cow. Buy vegan leather instead, which doesn't hurt anyone. I need a new pillow. Which kind should I buy? Buy one that doesn't have any feathers in it. There's no reason to rip the feathers out of so many innocent and terrified birds. Buy comfy pillows made without animal exploitation. My husband wants a leather jacket. What should I say to him? Tell him you can look together online for a vegan version that doesn't involve cruelty, because looking at him wearing someone else's skin will make you sad and be a definite turnoff. My wife wants a brand name coat with a fur trim around the hood for Christmas. What should I do? Tell her Santa doesn't want to kill animals for her, and that he's only giving out compassionate gifts from now on.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Protecting wild animals. Why do so many vegans avoid the subject of how to handle the violence of animals in nature? Because it seems overwhelming to even think about how to fix it. But as good global citizens, we must not shy away from these difficult conversations. What should we do about lions who attack zebra babies right in front of their mothers? At this time, vegans are discussing this, and honestly, there's no easy answer, but ultimately, we need to think of how to protect everyone who is innocent. What if I see a cat attacking a bird? To be morally consistent, we always need to put ourselves in the place of the victim and try to stop the violence. And if we're honest with ourselves, this is in our nature anyway. We don't want anyone to suffer. What should I do if I see a dog attacking a squirrel? You already know the answer to that. If you were the squirrel, what would you want to happen? Would you want to die, or would you want someone to try to save you? My friend buys mice and feeds them to his pet snake. Is that okay? No. From an ethical perspective, you must never have a snake as a pet, and never put an innocent being in front of a predator. A snake's life is not more important than a mouse's life.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Vegan pregnancy and kids. Is it okay to be vegan while pregnant? Yes. According to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, if pregnant women eat enough calories and a wide variety of foods like veggies, fruits, nuts, seeds, legumes, and whole grains, and take a B12 pill, their babies are born normal and healthy. Is breast milk vegan? Yes, because it's given freely and not stolen. Your mother's milk was meant for you, and a baby cow's milk is meant for a baby cow. I heard that vegan teacher talking about how it's wrong to take away a baby's vegan virginity. What does she mean? Babies cannot consent for animals to be killed and fed to them because they're too young to understand the suffering the animals go through and the violence they're being forced to be part of. What do I tell my non-vegan family about my vegan kids? Tell them not to tempt your kids with unhealthy foods or feed them non-vegan foods. If they don't respect you, cut them out of your life until they return to their senses. What should I put in my kids' lunchbox? Lentils mixed with applesauce. Pita bread with hummus and veggies. Vegan chili with beans and tofu in it. Chickpea soup. Dates and blueberries, or any vegan foods they like.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Land use and accidental deaths. Don't more animals accidentally die by tractors during harvesting because vegans eat so many crops? No. Meat eaters are responsible for a lot more deaths than vegans are because vegans eat the crops directly, whereas meat eaters filter them through animals first. But what happens to the small field animals when machines come to harvest the plants? Although it's sad that some animals accidentally get run over by harvesting machines, other animals have the ability to run away in time. This is why we should remind governments and researchers to keep pushing towards vertical farming and other cruelty-free solutions. Is it true that meat eaters are contributing to 4 times more accidental deaths than vegans are, plus the animals they eat? Yes. Because when meat eaters eat animals like chickens, pigs, and cows, these animals also need to be fed plants to grow, which takes many more calories than if people were to just eat plants. If it's true that meat eaters use 4 times more land than vegans, why don't they change? While some people are truly cruel and don't care, others simply don't know yet, because they've been lied to by the meat, dairy, and egg industries for so long. What did researchers at Oxford University discover? They found that if everyone stopped eating animal products, global farmland use could be reduced by 75%, which means that there would be more forests and therefore less pollution all around the world.
Excuses are useless, you're smart enough to see. Don't be the silent vegan, non-vegans want you to be. Excuses are useless, raise your voice, set the animals free. Be the brave vegan, the animals need you to be.
Questions about culture. But what if eating meat is part of my culture? Well, cultural traditions evolve. Many cultural practices have changed as we learn more about health, ethics, and sustainability. Everyone can be vegan. Just try it, and you'll see. But what do we do at barbecues, Thanksgiving, and holidays if we don't eat meat? Don't worry. You can still enjoy these traditions with delicious plant-based alternatives that don't harm animals. Isn't it rude to reject meat in social situations? Not at all. Most people will respect your ethical decisions, and it's becoming easier to find or bring vegan options to any gathering. But isn't it my personal choice to eat meat? No, not when your choices affect animals, the environment, and public health. Ethics extend beyond individual preferences. Isn't veganism just a fad? Actually, veganism is a growing movement based on ethics, sustainability, and health. It's much more than a short-lived trend. It feels good, and it's the right thing to do.